times. All right, and everyone's awesome. So thank you for joining us today. I'm very excited to have you. My name is Shirley Yang. I am head of community for Braintrust, and I'm going to quickly do an intro of our core team members who are here with us today. We have Brady Gardner from our enterprise sales team. He's our VP of sales, heads all sales, and he'll be giving us a really awesome update later. Mark Williams from our ops and product team. He's very active on our Slack. He's a man, magic behind the scenes, doing a lot of invoicing, answering your questions, and just making sure the product moves forward as it should be. Patsy from a talent team. Patsy and Eva are both here, but Patsy will be speaking today. She should be your best friend. Basically, any type of role you're looking for, she wants to get to know you beyond the profile. We want to know your background. We want to know your personality. She talks to the client directly and the hiring manager specifically. So we're looking for the triple word match. You know, it's not just the skills or the experience, but also personality to make sure that you enjoy the project that you apply for. And then finally, we have Barbara Meidel. She's our new VP of Marketing. The team is growing. We landed funding. We raised 25 million. She's one of our, we're expanding the team. She's one of our newest exec hires. So we're really excited to have Barbara talk to you about some marketing developments. So really quickly, I'm going to share my screen to kick us off. I know a lot of people here already know sort of the ethos of Braintrust and why we started Braintrust. But I figure for those who are new, I'm going to go through, sorry, it's making me admit more people. I'm going to go through essentially what is our like the reason why we started the company and of a few developments here. So first, I want to talk about the ownership economy, right? We shared an article by Jesse Walden. He was a previous VC from Andreessen Horowitz, and he's a pretty well-known VC in the Valley. I'm going to share his article again so that if you are interested, you can put it in the chat. Okay. So if you're interested, you can read that afterwards. But essentially, he talks about popular platforms, how they're forming and the trends, right? So YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Airbnb, they all operate around content and products sourced from individuals, the users participating, not from the actual company. Marketplaces like Kickstarter, Patreon, Substack, these are new passion economy platforms. They enable users to directly fund the products, their information, services that they consume. And user participation becomes more mainstream and complex. The next step, in addition to creating content on platforms, we're talking about users owning the platform. So ownership, right? So it's typically through employee stock option plans. It's great for incentivizing people to participate and build a company, but it's not accessible to all. So not users participating and contributing to the platform will be able to receive stock options, right? So for example, Airbnb doesn't give all its renters and hosts stock, right? Uber doesn't give stock to their drivers and riders. So one way to redistribute value to maximize the value for all of its users on the platform to give control and ownership is through tokens, right? And this is where the blockchain technology comes into place. And so that's why in 2011, Andreessen Horowitz said software's eating the world. In 2021, we're seeing blockchain is eating the middleman. Instead of the marketplaces extracting value from its users, right, taking fees as their business model, if you're built on blockchain, then you're not relying on that, right? And so I want to say this is not just a Braintrust thing, right? We have a lot of believers in this space, and that article is one. And then you can go through the rabbit hole of everyone who's talking about this right now on Twitter and the news. But also our investors believe in this. That's why we're able to raise 6 million 2018, and an additional 18 plus in the past 3 months, because this is actually a thing that's happening. And some investors that believe in us, not just ventures, but also angels that are prominent in the space. So James Everingham, head of Libra Coin Facebook Engineering, Scott Belsky, Stacey Brown, she's the one who sold TaskRabbit to IKEA. These are real leaders in the space, marketplaces specifically, that believe in this new model that we're on. Not just investors, but also clients believe in this, right? That's why we have all of these enterprise logos, as well as fast-growing startup logos. They believe in our new model. We only take 10% from the client side, which is significantly lower than any marketplace or agencies that they can find out there. And talents keep 100%, of course. And I want to say the enterprises, we have 100% return rate, which is incredible to be able to say that for a 2-year-old startup. That being said, the Braintrust network, its success is directly correlated to jobs being filled, right? And what I mean by that is, we're not about boasting, oh, we have millions of talented freelancers, come hire here. That doesn't make sense to us if people don't get jobs. Our 10%, like I said before, that we take from the client side is taken in form of Braintrust tokens, right? So that token gets fed back into our token economy and our token flywheel to keep the engine going, right? So that's why we need the jobs to be filled and not just posted and not just have a bunch of people in the network. This is what jobs have been looking like. Thanks to our incredibly talented sales team, the job posting has gone up. Like, I think they call this a hockey stick curve. And this is what startups want to see. This means we've seen product market fit. We have hundreds of open roles right now, and only 3 people on the talent team that are helping to fill these jobs. And what that creates is, hey, can we get these jobs filled, right? That's a challenge now. And so right now, talents right now, so some of these people are still sitting on the wait list, but I do want to say this is happening. You know, we thank the top referrers. Some of them are in the room today. Because of you, there are so many thousands of talents are coming in through you. Taylor, I wanted to give you a shout out because you really went up there on the leaderboard.
That's crazy. I didn't even realize I had gotten on there.
You did. I mean, I can share raw numbers later, but this is, I wanted to quickly put together. And thank you to everyone else. This is no way inclusive of everyone. I ran out of space, but I just want to take, 5 seconds. Everyone take a look at the names on here. I'm going to call out a few that I interact with on a day-to-day basis. This is a really important thing that we're putting focus on. So I'm spending time here. Thank you, Bill, Bill Tardidas, Chad, Crystal, Dana, Neil, Thomas. You guys are amazing. Basically, you almost made the top referrers list, but not yet. But we do see you consistently referring people to the network. So we thank you very, very much. And for those who haven't referred anyone yet, it's so easy to do. All you have to do is either email us your contact, us meaning myself, Brady, Eva, Michelle, Patsy, the usual names that you see, someone you think would be great for the network or specifically for a role. Or all you have to do, if you don't want to email us, you can go to your talent dashboard, find your referral link, just copy it. If you go to basically the Braintrust tab, your talent dashboard, Braintrust tab, your referral link is right there. Copy it, send it to your friend, the person that you're thinking of, and have them sign up. If there's a specific role that you have in mind or they have in mind, you can email me and let me know which role it is, and I can connect with the talent team member that's working on the role to see whether or not they're a good fit, and we can fast track them, right? Instead of going through the entire screening process. So I'm gonna stop there. any questions about this? I just want to emphasize this is a really big focus of ours right now. Having your referrals is how we grow. You know, it's your company too, because you're owners. Can I get a nod of understanding? Thank you. Jorge, thanks so much. You're on my thank you list. If you didn't see your name, but thanks so much. All right, so enough with my spiel. I think everyone wants to move on to hear Grady talk. So Grady, would you like to give us a quick update?
Yeah, absolutely. And thanks for the overview. I hadn't seen those slides. I thought it was awesome. So hey everyone, for those of you that don't know me or haven't joined one of these calls before, so I run sales for us. So that's kind of threefold. One, our large enterprise clients, our small business clients on the new side. So going out and finding new customers for us, as well as the account management group. Patrick's on. I know many of you interacted with Patrick over the last probably 3 months since he's been on board. He's managing a handful of our largest customers for us and helping to grow those. So to Shirley's point, like product market fit, it's working, guys. I know we're all token holders, so broader picture, I think we're in really good shape as an organization. Just to give you a sense, we just wrapped up our Q4 as a company, if you will, and we did 160% of our Q4 target. And we set those targets pre-COVID. So we set very aggressive ones and we absolutely crushed it, which means more people are getting jobs than we expected, more people are posting jobs. And we've already seen, since we moved into this first quarter, a pretty large increase as budgets are getting cleared from our large enterprises and starting to roll in new jobs and new posts. With that, we are going to be expanding our team as well, which inevitably will mean more clients and more jobs. So we're bringing on a few new enterprise sales reps, which I'm in the middle of hiring. So there'll be some new names probably in our next month's version of this. We're bringing on some new business development folks and then likely some new account managers as well, just to keep up with the volume that we're seeing. So all really, really great things. Means the market's really liking what we're doing. People like fair deals and people like great talent. So we're seeing it work. As far as like where we're at position wise, you guys have probably seen a pretty big uptick. Just to give you like a sense, like we basically up through December, kind of our max open jobs on platform was kind of in the 40, 50 openings at any given time. Like as of today, we're sitting at about 125. So in the last month and a half, we've doubled that, and we're expecting probably that to double again in the next month or two. So it's just telling you like we're getting budgets cleared, we're getting a lot of big clients coming on board, and a ton of people are looking for great talent. So to Shirley's point, if you have people who love getting paid well and working on cool stuff, like please, please, please refer them to our network. We're getting to the point where we have more client demand than talent. So it's a great problem, and we are looking to expand both sides. As far as stuff in the pipeline that might be interesting to everybody, we've got a ton of startups and small businesses that continue to pour in. If anyone in your network on the client side is interested in finding great talent, of course, refer them to us. Same kind of token rewards apply there. Nick Hensley has been running the show on kind of the SMB side from a sales perspective. We'll probably be growing that team as well, just as we're seeing a ton of new demand pour in across kind of all types of positions. And then on the enterprise side, we've got a lot of really big logos that we're expecting this month or this quarter to be able to start posting. So companies like American Eagle, Goldman, Atlassian's coming in hot here soon. Citibank, Compass, Under Armour, J. Crew, Wayfair, or Wells Fargo, the list goes on as far as like enterprises go. And then we're starting to see a lot of like our existing customers who had come on board, maybe posted a job or two over the last 3 to 6 months, are now getting their budgets cleared. So companies like Nike and Nextdoor, Nestle, Deloitte are going to continue to start to beef up in the talent options and talent needs that they have. So a lot of big stuff in the pipeline, probably across the board. Like I said, like we're going to have a lot of stuff coming through the pipe. So as you guys have friends, please refer them. And then on the connector side of the house, like we've said every week or every month when we talk about this, but the best way for us to find clients is typically through our talent networks. So if you guys have worked on any great clients that you know could use a new option for sourcing great folks, please refer them to myself or Anna, and we'll drop our emails into the chat here as well. So let me stop there.
Thank you, Grady. And I think, just a reminder, a lot of times when you join a platform, and, I can be human about it. I join a place and then it's their responsibility to make things work for me, right? And because we are trying to do things differently and disrupt the industry, really create this ownership economy. Hey, if this marketplace works, blockchain and token ownership works, we can apply it to other things. Not just freelance marketplaces. It could be any other marketplace, right? So imagine being part of this, I want to say revolution, a new way of thinking things, Web 3.0, right? It's the responsibility is distributed. Because the value is distributed, so is the responsibility. So that's why really it's not just on us, like the 5 people that you see here on the Braintrust team. We really need your help to make this thing work. And that's why, hopefully that's why you're here.
Yeah, and just like the economics of this, guys, is, we purposely want our core team to be really, really small, right? And we want to grow this really decentralized, large network of both clients and talent. And the reason for doing that is, one, it shares, control and ownership and all those really great things that we all value, but also it keeps our operating costs really low, right? And then we pass that straight through to our clients, and then they start, removing their consulting firms and the agencies they use because they don't like paying those high fees, and they start to turn to our decentralized network. And it just creates all kinds of value and more opportunity for everybody here. So with that, like, we want to stay really small, like that's our goal. And we only expand on the sales and marketing front by, great referrals and all those type of things that come in through the network. So please pass them our way.
Thank you. So Patsy, would you like to talk to us about open roles? Who are you looking for?
Totally. Thank you so much, Shirley. And actually, before I dive into the open roles, we're looking for a super wide variety of people and technologies right now. So get ready, folks, because we need you all. But just before I dive into that, I just want to take it from the other kind of perspective than was mentioned until now. Like, we definitely, absolutely need your help, your referrals. Braintrust stands and falls with you. But I just want to remind you that we are here to help as well. Like, we are here to help you land your dream jobs, get through your dream interview processes, and talk to your dream clients. So please, whenever you have a question, you need any help or assistance, the Braintrust team is here for you as well. It's a team game. So on to the open roles. As I said, wide variety. Let me start with a huge demand we're seeing for product managers. If you're a product manager, if you know a product manager who has either experience with loyalty programs or has any kind of marketing plus startups or marketing in startups experience, has ever worked with like a mobile e-commerce company, please talk to Michelle. We're closing these roles we're trying to close these roles for Fabric. The rates are super competitive there. It goes up to $125 an hour. So definitely, if you know somebody, it's worth recommending. If you are that person, reach out to Michelle, submit your proposal. Fabric is waiting. As a blockchain company, we happen to have a lot of blockchain clients as well. So if you love cryptocurrency, if you have cryptocurrency experience, if you've ever worked with Solidity or Ethereum, definitely check out our clients SwiftChain and Reserve. Those are roles that Eva is responsible for, as well as Michelle. I don't want to lie. I think it's mostly Eva. Nonetheless, feel free to reach out to any of us at all times. Those also go for super great rates, $125 an hour. And they're, one of the first kind because crypto is so still new and so trending. So definitely really interesting roles to be applying for and working at. Another huge demand we were seeing, and I don't know what is happening, but where are Python people? Are you there, Python people? Do you know Python people? If you do, please send them your referral links. We have tons of Python roles open and they go for like different levels of seniority, different industries, different clients. So some of the Python roles that we have open right now are actually for the crypto client that I mentioned, Reserve. There is like a combination, like there is the framework Flask that they're looking for a backend role. If you have a combination of Python and JavaScript, you can do a full stack role for them as well. Talk to Eva if you have any questions about them. You'll see this role open on our platform. And then if you want to talk to me, I have some amazing clients like Maya that I'm trying to close Python roles for. They're looking for a mid-level Django Python engineer. Maya, by the way, let me just stop here. Such a cute client, amazing thing that they're doing, and the nicest, the friendliest team I've ever worked and ever like talked to, apart from Braintrust. So definitely give them a go. We also have home care assistants looking for Python developers, and a couple of other clients as well. I'm looking at my notes, sorry, like Python developers, you're in demand. Let me know if you know somebody, or let me know if you're out there. Not to be speaking for the entirety of the day and the call, we also have a wonderful client Autolist. So if you are into cars, if you want to be around cars and like cars industry, let us know. They're looking for very senior developers, engineers that would be front end. They're looking for a combination of React and Next and TypeScript. All of those are something that the person should be proficient in. And then if you're more on the full stack side, then Ruby on Rails. I know, such a tech, like there is not much of it out there these days. But if you know somebody, or if you code in Ruby on Rails and you want to be around cars, then I believe, again, $125 an hour is a rate to consider. So definitely ping Michelle, talk to her, ask her questions. And any of the roles that you see open right now, if you have any questions about them, or you're not sure about the requirements and you just want to give like a pep talk to apply, we're here to give it to you. Do you guys have any questions about the roles that I was mentioning? I know there's so much of it.
Mm-hmm. I saw Justin had a suggestion of us putting together a form for specific role referrals. So Justin, I'm going to hit you up after this and see how we can streamline this process for everyone so it's easier. Thank you so much, Patsy. That was very exciting. Great to see.
Absolutely.
Product manager roles are coming up. Typically, we have mostly just engineers. So great news. Yeah.
Thank you, Shirley.
Yeah, and speaking of roles, let's talk to a winner. Chris Lawrence, you're in the house. Chris won a role with Octane, joined Braintrust, I don't know, a couple weeks, applied to a few roles and got selected. So Chris, we'd love to hear your background. Just spend some time talking to us about what you think made your proposal stand out and any tips for the 50% of people looking for jobs on Braintrust here.
All right, so my background is user experience in digital marketing. Throughout my career, I kind of played that unicorn of basically being a liaison between UX, UI, digital marketing, and also developers. So I'm born in pretty colors, is what I like to say. I'm business process, things like that on both ends, consumer side and business side. So when it came to the Octane position, since it was, my interview, I was super excited and things like that to actually have the opportunity. Thank you, Braintrust. And one thing I like to say is don't be humble in the interview, and I'm not whatsoever, because one of the definitions of being humble is to lower your importance, and this is your time to be important to a certain company. So flex basically everything that you have, and when it came to it, I just kept real with the company. I told them what I could and couldn't do. That's one thing I like to be honest with. So I don't want any other questions coming up in the future saying, hey, Chris, can you do this? No, I told you before I can't do that. So I come here to do this. Basically, is to remap their entire business infrastructure as a whole when it came to the employee tool, the consumer side, and also their Windows desktop client. So yeah, that was basically my little tip, was to not be humble in the interview. And one thing that it did like about me was, this is basically my personality. I've always had like that go-getter type personality. I'm not the type of person that like will back down in an interview or in a job per se. And I would like to say, thanks to Miss Shirley, because she actually helped me out with a nice little problem I had when it came to a teammate of mine's, a new teammate. So, you can always reach out to her, and she can most definitely, get the ball rolling when it comes to a social tip. So, yeah, that was, I would say, that's my little 2 cents about it. And, Braintrust is a really great platform. I made a post yesterday, bigging up Braintrust. I'm not paid to even do none of this, to tell you the truth, but I felt happy. Seriously, I haven't felt happy like this in a long time. And I urge you guys to apply for more jobs. And so if you can fit the hours in and make the hours work, make them work. Only you, and yeah, man. Yeah, that's it right there. So yeah, say thank you again. And it'd be nice for somebody to people that's on the call to also join the community team. We're looking for some more people to join our team and everything like that. We make little posts on Slack, as you guys may read our posts every single day. So we just want to keep the motivation going, and thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, and hey, just one thing to add. So Chris, thanks, man. You don't even know this, Chris, is I just put together, we're redoing kind of a lot on our website, and we want to put a demo of kind of how the whole platform works, kind of what you get as a client, kind of visibility into candidates and those type of things. And I actually used your profile in the demo because it's so well done. So I would highly recommend everyone go check out Chris's profile in the platform, see kind of all the projects, how he's got it looking. It looks very professional, from picture to projects to his background. Like, it's really well done. So it's something that I know our customers love, and the more information and more build out you can put in there, like, the faster you're going to get hired. So nice work, man.
Thank you. And I know, like, about profiles, everybody has like dozens of them, and that's the headache part when it comes to joining a new platform, is to make the profile. But real talk, it works. So that's all I got to say, man. This platform works, and if you guys sound like a broken record, believe in it, but it'll most definitely get back to you.
When we do a Braintrust Las Vegas meetup, Chris, you're going to be the first person I go hug.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We're gonna all nice little vegan lunches and everything.
Thank you. And I just listening to a couple of these, because we always invite talents who just recently won jobs to share their tips. Thank you so much, Chris. That was very eloquent. One common thread that I'm seeing, from people who got jobs, like Anthony Daga, hello. Anthony won a Porsche job, and prior to that, you won Stanley Black & Decker. So he's just like checking them off his list. And Jorge, you won, was it Nestle that you got?
Pacific Life.
Pacific Life, yeah. So Jorge Garcia, sorry, not Jorge Sanchez. The underlying thread, as well as Bill, Bill got another job too. It's like, you're so easy to talk to, through Slack, through email, through Zoom. It's like you're enthusiastic, you're excited, you have more energy than I ever will, and you're just so positive. I think that's the one thing that's super, and it just like makes people want to talk to you more. So I think that follow-up comes easily on the client side. There's just one thing to share. Okay, very nice. Thanks a lot, Chris. Next, we have Mark. Mr. Williams, would you like to give us a product and ops update?
Indeed, yes. First, Chris, thanks so much. That was extremely well put, and it really drives home the point. I know we talk about this a lot, but the truth is in the numbers. As we run these business intelligence reports, on which jobs are getting hired and who's getting hired, there is a clear delineation between the profile percentage completion and who's getting hired. So I know it's a broken record, but spend 5 minutes on your profile. It really does make a difference because it helps you stand out when we recommend you to clients. So thank you for that. As everyone who knows who's been on these before, I like to keep these concise because anytime I spend talking is time I'm not learning or working. So I am also standing between us and Barbara. I'm really excited to introduce our new team member, Barbara. She is an excellent add to this team in marketing. So I'm going to keep this very brief. And I'm sorry for the jump cut to something boring, but it is important. We added a new feature to allow you to get your backup recovery codes for two-factor authentication. So go in there, download them, save them in a safe spot. It will really help us just in case you lose a phone or change 2FA apps. In addition on product, hopefully all of the text fields that you use for all of the fields in creating your profile, but more importantly in applying to jobs, submitting your proposals, all of the text fields are a lot easier to use now with what you see is what you get editors. So we don't make you write HTML for those engineers who don't want to practice that in their submission of proposals. In addition, all the image handling for profile pictures and background pictures, but also all of the project cases that really stand out. The reason those are required when you are creating the profile is the clients love seeing these. So sorry, when we first launched that, it was a little bit difficult to reorder how they were showing up if you wanted your projects showing up in a certain order. So now you can drag and drop those around, shift the order any way you want, and make those pictures just look the way you want them, crop them the way you want. Always, every single week, we're making invoicing improvements. So if you have any questions on invoicing or payments, we launched a new FAQ page right on your invoicing page. Everyone who has worked with us in 2020 and got paid, you've already been hit up about your tax forms. It's tax season here in the States, so we're sending out all of those tax forms. For those of you who have not been paid yet and are looking for jobs, we're still going to need that. So if you're in the US, we need your W-9. If you're in any other country, we need a version of a W-8. And there's different versions of that form depending on your local setup, and if you're an agency or an individual. So it's best to get, they're really simple forms, but it's best to talk with your local tax attorney to figure out which is right for you. Get that W-8 and W-9 uploaded because you cannot submit an invoice without them because we are legally required to send these. Told you this was going to be boring. Dang. All right. Next up in the product roadmap, this is a lot better. It's going to help everyone in the email back and forth. The make offer flow. You've seen a lot of emails, those of you getting jobs, back and forth on when the start date is, what equipment we're using, if it's going to be your own, if they're going to ship you a laptop, what the title is even. So just a lot of back and forth is going to be reduced, and we're going to add that into the platform. So we're still probably a month out on that. It's a really large piece of work. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for both sides of the marketplace. But that is going to be something that saves all of us a lot of time, hopefully. And finally, before turning it over to Barbara, with this great problem, this month we've heard this term a lot. We keep having good problems to have. And one of those that comes with so many new jobs is an abundance of job notifications. We know a lot of you are getting pinged. Hey, we've got a new job for you. You may not be interested in those. So we're going to create a little bit more granularity there on how you can manage those notifications. And hopefully it will help everyone just see the jobs that you are interested in getting. And I love the idea that in this chat of being able to refer someone directly if you see a job that's not for you, but you know someone who would be good for that. That is coming sooner than later. We will jump on that one. I love that idea. So thank you for submitting that. Any other ideas you have to make this smoother, work better, hit us up in Slack or email me, Mark at Use Braintrust, and we will get it in and get this working. So thank you very much, everyone. This has been an incredible start to 2021. It's going to be an amazing year. So I am very happy to be working with you all. This is an amazing team. So thank you, everyone. Off to Barbara.
Before Barbara starts, I just want to quickly say something on product. So as in a true fashion of user control network, we're going to be launching our governance as well as product feature, open product feature roadmap to everyone. So what that means is right now we're submitting features through Slack, and we also tag you and credit you whenever those features get implemented. We'll continue to do that, but more in a formal fashion, and award you Braintrust if you come up with features that actually get implemented. Everyone will get to vote on what they want happen. So then the product backlog is not decided just by these 5 people here. You get to decide what we implement. One Braintrust token equals 1 vote. All right, that's it. Next, Barbara, welcome to our team, and please meet our talents. Please tell us what you have planned for us.
Hello. Well, first of all, I'm feeling really energized right now after hearing, Chris, your story and just, I mean, I know everything that Grady shared and Mark shared, but I'm feeling super energized hearing all these amazing updates and also seeing all of you. It's really great to meet the community. So I'm just going to start today and, hello, my name is Barbara Migdal. I am the VP of Marketing here at Braintrust. I am on week 4, so still fairly new to the team and learning a lot. I spent the last 4+ years leading marketing at a marketing analytics company, and I'm very excited to be here and meet the community today. I also wanted to introduce Kathleen Cooper, who's on the call, who is on week 1 here at Braintrust as our brand marketing manager. Kat, do you want to unmute yourself and wave so people can see you? You'll show up on their screen.
Sure. Hi, nice to meet you all. Very excited to be here.
Thank you, Kat. So what I wanted to walk through today is just tell you a little bit about what we plan on doing here with the marketing team and what you can expect to see from us. So I wanted to start off with why do we have marketing? What are we trying to do? We're trying to develop a distinctive, captivating, and trusted brand behind Braintrust. We want to be recognized as the pioneer in the future of work and the go-to partner for businesses looking to accelerate innovation. And all of that starts with you, right? That's what we're here to do. So how are we going to do that? What we're focused on? 3 key areas. The first is around driving awareness of Braintrust. We all are here for a reason. We're excited about the company. We want to make the world excited about the company. And we're going to be doing a lot of efforts behind that to make sure that we're mentioned in media, that every single business knows who we are. All of the super talented freelancers across the globe know who we are. We're going to be focused on building a content marketing machine, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this in a few slides from now, but we want to produce a lot of really insightful content, and we're going to be turning to you guys to help us. And then, of course, we want to become the de facto platform for all of our customers. So we've got all of these amazing customers that Grady shared today. We want them to keep coming back to the platform, keep hiring for more roles. So 3 things I wanted to showcase that are upcoming for this month. First is around building a consistent stream of inbound clients that are reaching out to us and speaking with Grady and his team, and then eventually hiring one of you. So we just launched yesterday a remote onboarding success kit. We sent that out to everyone in our subscriber list, and we're getting several downloads there. One of the goals here is we want people to turn to us and look for us to be those thought leaders and have all of that knowledge sharing. So we're going to continue coming out with webinars, other types of reports, checklists, tip sheets, stuff like that throughout the quarter. Perhaps the most exciting update I have today is we are giving the brand a facelift. And I don't even know if everyone internally has seen all of this, but I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek. By the end of this month, Braintrust is going to look really different. And so we're going to be refreshing not only our style, but we're going to be revamping what our narrative is and how we speak about our talent on the platform and our customers. And I think a lot of what we're trying to do here is create a brand that has simplicity, maturity, sophisticated, warm, and I think most of all, unique. So, this is what our logo looks like today. It's not changing drastically, but we are dropping what we like to call that Silicon Valley blue. I'm sure you all have noticed there's a fair amount of companies that like to use blue when it comes to technology, and we don't want to look like every other company. We're building something unique, and we want to look unique. And then I'm going to show you a couple other fun insights into what our brand is going to look like. So these are actually our new brand colors. You'll see that that Silicon Valley blue is gone. And we're going to be focused really on a lot of muted tones and using some accent colors to really highlight things. I'm very excited about this. There's a lot of opportunity, a lot of flexibility, but it really is warm and unique branding. And so how does this surface? Love these. These are how we're going to be showcasing all of you on our website with all of these really unique talent cards that we're calling it. So if you have a design background or an illustrator, we want to showcase your work front and center. We want to showcase where our talent is located all around the world. And this is just an example of one of the new pages on our site of how it works for talent. So when you all are referring your friends or old colleagues of yours, they're going to land on this page and be able to learn more about how Braintrust works and how they can get on the network. And of course, showcasing some of our awesome clients as well. So more to come. By the end of this month, we're going to look really different, and I'm going to show you more examples in our next monthly all hands. And then the last piece that I wanted to talk about today was launching our editorial program. And so our editorial program is going to be built on 3 pillars. The first is around data-driven insights. And this is something that myself, the founders, I think everybody here is really excited about. We want to take the data that we're sitting on, looking at the types of roles that are open, the types of companies, where freelancers are located all around the world. We may survey you as well. We want to kind of build these data-driven reports. We want media to talk about us using our data. The second is around client stories. So you all are building some incredible things. We want to share those with the world. And then the third is around our community generated content. And so Kat and Shirley have been speaking already a lot about this with myself and our founders. There's going to be a lot more details about this to come. I kind of wanted to leave this here as a teaser, but we're going to be reaching out to all of you to help build some amazing content that we can host on our site to showcase the incredible work that you're doing. And not only the work that you're doing, but the knowledge that you have around your expertise in your fields. And with that, it's great to meet you, and I look forward to seeing all of you monthly at these all hands.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Wow, you are amazing. And that energy and the content that you just brought, I am so stoked. It's a lot of work for us, but it's a lot of fun work. I cannot wait for the facelift for our website as well as our internal dashboards. We're so glad to have you on the team.
Thank you.
So with that, really quick update on the community side. I'm doing a lot, and I'm talking to you a lot about our various programs, but just very quick highlights. The referral program that we're trying to stand up, we're going to be testing a lot of different ways to get people to refer other talents for our open roles. So you're going to get hit up